Same lineup tonight, right? As last game.
No, Z will be in place of Stalzy.
Okay. And your goaltender,
Carter.
Okay. You've talked in the last week about the room being better, and it was something that you said needed to be fixed as early as you got here. What are some of the things that translates to on the ice that folks might see that they may not realize comes from a good room like that?
Just the ebbs and flows of momentum in games. When things aren't going well, people settling one another down, coaching from a player to a player, a Mark Stahl to a Z. Just conversations from some of the veteran guys that we brought in. Pales has done a really good job and kind of teamed up with Garney killing penalties. There's a lot of communication there. It's a hard question to answer, but it's just settling your team down in certain situations when the game's being played.
You like playing in this building?
This building?
Yeah.
I don't even. I don't care what building we go and play.
Yeah,
as long as we're playing there. No, I don't. I really don't pay attention to it.
You've said and you've made it clear that the Carter is your number one. He's obviously going tonight. Has it kind of been a focus though over the last couple of weeks to make sure that you're sprinkling Salmon maybe once a week?
Yeah, we want him playing. We don't want to get him into a situation where he's sitting for an extended period of time. And the way he's played, he deserves some starts. So it's a conversation I have with Dilly constantly.
The goals against average for the team is, I think, 9th or 10th in the NHL. Aside from the goaltenders, what do you equate to having such a low goals against?
Well, I think like I said, we spent so much time in that part of the game last year. I think we understand our coverages. I think we're more consistent with it. We're willing to block shots, which is a huge part of defense. I know everybody hates hearing about blocking shots, but it's a huge part. That brings in the room, the camaraderie in the room with blocking shots. And I do think our shift into transitional offense and playing fast and stretching has put other teams in situations we're playing in their end a little bit more. I don't know what all these analytics, I don't pay attention to them much. I don't know what they say. I watch our team, and I think we're on the attack more and taking pressure off of our D.
How important is that?
D-zone coverage, yeah.
How important is it to have that puck possession and to maintain control and take the pressure off? And does it lead into more like with the room itself too?
Yeah, I think everybody wants to play with the puck. And when you're playing with the puck, they don't have it. So we have made a conscious shift in that part of the game, spending a lot more time. I just showed 5 or 6 clips on how fast we played in our last Pittsburgh game in creating offense. That's the kind of team we want to be, but it cannot hamper when we have to defend when we don't have the puck. So if you have it more, their top players don't have it. The opposing team doesn't have it, and gives you a bit of an opportunity to score goals too.
And you're playing a team that's, if I remember correctly, they're like 10th in terms of goals against too. How do you counter a team that maybe is a little bit more stringent with their defense like you are?
We're just going to play. Yeah, they have some skill. It's a team that can make you look silly with some of their skill and their speed. So we're going to play our game. We're going to try to get on our toes right away and get on the attack and then play from there.
John, Sean Couturier had the big goal in overtime a couple nights ago. When I asked you about him last week, you had said that he's still getting there, trying to get back to what he was pre-injury.
Still is.
I guess what specifically do you think that he's still working on? What do you see?
Pace of the game, understanding our coverages. I think it's amazing how well he's played after missing 2 years, but there's a lot more. And it's not a criticism. I'm glad he's been able to stay in the lineup and do some of the things that he steadies us in certain situations. Doesn't really talk a whole bunch on the bench, but when we need a steadied shift, a shift away from the puck, his positioning's really good. But there's more. There's more, and I'm not sure if he agrees with me, but pace of the game and everything how we play it's still a lot more work to be done.
Is that exciting though for you almost as a coach, given the fact that he has been as productive and as strong as he's been, and that you still see areas that he can get better?
Yeah, because it can do nothing but help our team as he gets better. And he's a really good. He's a crusty pro, and it's something we need with where we're at in our organization as far as building. And he's been very good, but there's more to go. There's more to go here. It's the best way to put it to you.